What's actually inside your computer? You open your laptop, you click one icon, and in less than a second, a whole world lights up on your screen. That felt simple, right? It wasn't. That single click just triggered a chain reaction involving dozens of parts, all working together in perfect timing. Most people never think about what's actually happening inside that box, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. So what's really going on in there? Let's open it up. Inside every computer case sits a big green board covered in tiny paths and connectors. This is the motherboard. Think of it as the city's road system. It doesn't do the thinking itself. It just makes sure every part can talk to every other part, instantly and constantly. Without it, your components would just be isolated islands with nothing connecting them. Plugged into the motherboard is the brain of the whole operation, the CPU, or Central Processing Unit. The CPU's job is simple to describe but incredible to watch. It takes instructions, one after another, and executes them. Add two numbers, check a condition, move data here. It does this billions of times every single second. Here's something wild though. The CPU is actually pretty bad at doing many different things at once. It's built for speed and precision, not for juggling. So who handles the juggling? That's where RAM comes in. RAM stands for Random Access Memory, and it's your computer's short-term workspace. Imagine a desk. When you're working on something, you don't keep everything in a filing cabinet across the room. You pull out exactly what you need and lay it on the desk in front of you. That's RAM. It holds the information your computer is actively using right now, so the CPU can grab it instantly. But here's where people get confused. RAM is not the same as storage, and that mix-up trips up almost everyone at some point. Storage is different. Storage is the filing cabinet itself, not the desk. It's where your files, your photos, your games, and your operating system live permanently, even after you shut the computer down completely. RAM, on the other hand, forgets everything the moment the power goes off. That's the key difference. RAM is fast but temporary. Storage is slower but permanent. Whether it's a traditional hard drive or a newer, faster solid-state drive, its job is the same. Keep your stuff safe long term. Now, what if you're not just typing a document, but playing a game with explosions, characters, and moving worlds? That's when a fourth major player steps in, the GPU, or Graphics Processing Unit. While the CPU is brilliant at doing tasks one at a time in order, the GPU takes a completely different approach. It handles thousands of smaller calculations all at once, which happens to be exactly what images need. Every pixel on your screen, every shadow, every texture is a tiny calculation. The GPU doesn't replace the CPU, it specializes. Some computers have a GPU built directly into the same chip as the CPU, others have a separate dedicated graphics card just for this job. Either way, without a GPU translating data into visuals, your screen would just be numbers with nowhere to go. None of this works though, without power. That's the job of the power supply unit, or PSU. It takes the electricity from your wall outlet and converts it into the exact type and amount of power each component needs. Too little power, and parts won't turn on. The wrong kind of power, and components can be damaged. The PSU is the quiet, unglamorous hero, making sure everything even has a chance to run, and all that activity creates a side effect: heat. Lots of it. A CPU working at full speed can get surprisingly hot. Hot enough to damage itself if left unchecked. That's why cooling systems exist. Fans, heat sinks, and sometimes liquid cooling loops all work to pull heat away from components and keep temperatures safe. Here's a fact that surprises a lot of people. Overheating doesn't usually destroy a component instantly. Instead, the system slows itself down on purpose. It does this to protect its own hardware. It's a built-in survival instinct. Holding all of this together, physically, is the computer case. It's more than just a box. It organizes airflow, protects delicate components from dust and damage, and keeps everything positioned so cables and connections stay stable. So let's follow that one click again, now that you know what's inside. You press the button, electricity flows in through the power supply, the motherboard wakes everything up, the CPU starts executing instructions immediately. Storage sends the operating system files over to RAM, where they can be accessed instantly. As you open your game, the GPU starts transforming raw data into the moving image you see. Fans spin up to keep the heat in check. For more videos like this, hit the like button and subscribe.